Sometimes I look back at the different relationships that I've had in my life and different types of people that I've interacted with or been involved with. And I'm reminded of how at a point in time, I didn't really think that I could do life without this person, or not like, oh, my life will be over, but it's like romantically, I didn't think that there was anyone else after them for me, or I didn't think that there would be anything better. You know, when you're in that headspace, it's very, very hard to convince yourself and to believe that there really is better out there. It's like, no matter how terrible and how sucky the relationship is, for whatever reason, we get so attached that we want to do whatever it takes to work things out because we don't believe that there's better. We've invested so much of ourselves into the person, and we've gone through so much, we've taken so much, that we're just like, no, this is the person for me. This has to be it. This has to be him. This has to be her. And sometimes randomly, I'm just minding my business and then I'll just be reminded. It'll be something that reminds me of them, or a memory of a moment that I shared with them, or something. It'll be something stupid. And I just start thinking, and I'm like, wow, this is who I used to be like obsessed over. This is who I used to really just think that was for me. You know, this is who I didn't think that I could, do life without. And then I just laugh, because it's not so much about them and how bad they are, although they were pretty sucky themselves. They were pretty garbage, my experience at least. But more so about how much I undervalued myself as a person without even realizing it. How much I did not understand the power that I had. How much I did not operate in my fullest potential, in my fullest gift in that relationship, in that interaction. Because if I did, I would have understood that nobody deserves that level of devotion. Me devoting myself fully to somebody like that does not reciprocate the same type of love, the same type of respect, the same type of patience, and so on and so on. Like, no one deserves that. No one deserves more of me than myself. That's the best way that I could put it. It's like we give ourselves so much to the wrong people for the wrong reasons at the wrong times, and they don't deserve that. When I think back to these moments, right, where I was just so wrapped up in this person, and just to get myself to get to the point of moving on from this person, moving forward from this person, it was such a heavy load. It was such a big task, because I did not think it was possible. I was fighting myself. I was fighting every part of my being to do this. And it's crazy, because when you're in it, it's so hard for you to see anything beyond that person. And it ain't because they're that great. It's just because, I guess, you just lost sight of what was important, or you never fully tapped into what was truly important in life. And that is valuing you, making sure that you are the highest level of equity that you have to offer, and that you understand and you recognize the power that you have and the weight that you hold, and that nobody's gonna give you that. That's not anything that anybody can give you. No one can give you equity on yourself. Like, people can help add value to you. People can help compliment you, but only God gives us the gift of who we are. And so for me to look for that into someone else, for me to put that burden on someone else, that's so unfair. And I'm always going to be disappointed, because they're never going to truly value you the way that you need to be valued. And so what that also does is it reminds me of how much God loves me, to know that even when I chose someone else other than him, even when I put someone else above him, he still loves me enough that he not only helps to get me out of that situation, he not only helps me to pull me out from under that person, but then the love and the patience, and he handles me with care. And he reminds me of where I once was and where I am now. And he's like, yeah, I still choose you. I still want you, even though I was not first on your list at a point in time. And I just think that's very powerful, because these guys, they didn't choose me first. They didn't put me first. Not like how God did, and not like how God does, and not even how I did. I didn't even choose myself, because if I did, there are certain people I would not even entertain in life. It's just fascinating, because whether it be, a sickness, a diagnosis, a loss, a hard trial that you did not think that you could get out of this. You're like, I don't see life after this disease. I don't see life after this sickness. I don't see life after the loss of this person. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't think that I can get through this. And then when you finally do cross over that bridge, and you don't realize it until you're so far ahead. It's not like the second that you find the courage to move on from this situation, to get past this hurt and get past this, this anguish. That's not when you realize your strength. It's like way after, when you're not even thinking about it, when you're not even worried about it. And all of a sudden the thought just drops on you. You're like, whoa, there was a point in time where I didn't think I could make it without this. And I didn't think that there was life beyond this. And you're like, wow. You really don't know your own strength. You really don't know the potential, the purpose that is with inside of you. So this is just like a reminder to me, like, no matter how good something is, no matter how much I love someone in that moment, I can't let myself go so much, let myself get to the point where I drop myself into the palm of their hands, like fully enough that I feel like I'm lost without them, that I feel like there is no life without them, especially if I'm not married to the person yet. Like, marriage is a whole different ball game, but especially when I'm not married to that person yet. I don't care how good a situation is. I cannot ever let myself believe that this is it. That even when this person is screwing up, even when this person is, being a complete jackass, in the relationship, that, what, I must stick around, and it doesn't get any better than this. That is a lie from the pit of hell. So yeah, you can do better. I have to remind myself that one day I'll look back on this moment and I will be so glad that I did not settle. I will be so glad that I did not stick around longer than I should have. So anytime that you get in that space where you just feel like, what, I don't think I can do it without this person. I don't see anyone else other than this person. Remind yourself that there was a point in time that you thought like that before, and you did make it without that person, and you did overcome this trial, and you did make it after this loss, and you did overcome. Just remind yourself that. I think that'll be enough to help you to move past the point that you need to. As y'all know, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, to like this video, and to share it. Bye.